North American Van Lines Canadian Strength Athlete Series. Good day, everyone. From Gatineau, Quebec, I'm Paul Borgard, along with Sam Dubé, professional athletic strength coach. How are we doing here today, Sammy?
We're doing great here, Paul. We've got the strongest men in Quebec vying for that title of Quebec's strongest man.
And you know the French Canadians always had an attitude, and they've been known to have an attitude throughout the planet.
They have a tremendous tradition of strength dating back to Louis Cyr.
Okay, let's start with the lineup. Frankie Bono is 31 years of age, 1.73 meters at 120 kilograms.
Frankie the Bulldog Bono is a tremendous powerlifter.
Also in the lineup, Stéphane Boucher, 34 years old, 1.85 meters at 113 kilograms.
This student recently won the Macamic Championship.
Christian Savoie is 27 years of age, 1.93 meters at 136 kilograms.
From Windsor, Quebec, he is the wheelbarrow champion of the province.
Roberto Saint-Pierre is 36 years old, 1.80 meters at 113 kilograms.
This bench press world record holder has been training hard for strongmen last year.
Patrick Lemieux is 26 years old. He's 1.88 meters at 129 kilograms.
He's a kinesiology student with a grip of steel.
Dominic Birubé is 32 years of age, 1.88 meters and 132 kilograms.
A plumber from Laval. He was a last-minute contestant.
And from Chateauguay, Quebec, Steve Bourgeois is 33 years old, 1.91 meters and 145 kilograms.
After a year off, the model is back and he wants the title.
Justin Paulin is 29 years old, 1.91 meters and 137 kilograms.
He is the reigning and defending Quebec's strongest man.
Jesse Snadden is 20 years old, 1.83 meters and 138 kilograms.
He's the youngest competitor in this contest. He's going to do really well in the Shield.
Dominique Filiou is 26 years old, 1.98 meters, a whopping 194 kilograms.
From Hull, Quebec, this Colossus is the largest strength athlete in the world.
Yannick Normandin is 31 years old, 1.88 meters and 136 kilograms.
This national powerlifting champion is a physical education instructor.
Jean-Pierre Houle is 23 years old, 1.75 meters and 100 kilograms.
He's the smallest man in the contest, but he came in 7th last year.
Crowd in Gatineau ready to go.
The main message I have for the competitors out there, even though I was injured and I'm not quite as strong as I should be, I'm still stronger than probably everybody out there in the field. So, you know, just watch out because here I come again.
I got one message for all the competitors. Don't blink because you might miss me.
I don't have much to say to them. Maybe you should stay home and watch me on TV.
Well, maybe he's got more to say. Stand by for the North American Van Lines Canadian Strength Athlete Series on TSN.
I've been the champion for 3 years now. It's gonna be my 4th year this year. I'm the only one, the champion of Quebec.
We'll see about that, Jetson. First event of the day, the harness truck pull. Sammy?
A classic strongman event, 45,000-pound truck, 75-second time limit, 80-foot course.
Grip is one of the key factors here. Here's Yannick Normandin. He's first up.
Yannick Normandin is a Canadian powerlifting champion, 2-time champion, in fact. He's known for his squatting prowess. Watch the technique here, Paul. The idea is to stay low, keep the hips low, pull as hard as possible with the arms, take little steps, and keep the truck moving.
Yeah, you don't want to lose momentum at all because if it starts slowing down, you're going to have to pick it up from the beginning.
Exactly. 45,000 pounds is a lot of inertia. If that truck slows down, it's very, very hard to get it going up again.
He's doing quite well here.
Excellent. He's doing the right thing. He's speeding up very slowly but surely. The truck's moving very well. Look at it go.
Yeah. What's his time? 44.68 seconds.
Well, that's the time to beat for now, Paul.
Up next is Steve Bourgeois.
Model Steve Bourgeois. He was out for a full year with a very serious back injury. Herniated 2 discs. We saw that happen last year.
And he can actually return to competition.
This is his first competition back. He's not fully recovered.
I wonder what the doctors say about him doing that.
I don't see the doctors pulling the truck.
No, as a matter of fact, we don't.
Well, I like Steve Bourgeois a lot. He's a true warrior. He's a technician.
Look at him go.
Truly a model.
He's like jogging with the truck.
Oh, he's moving really, really well here.
It's almost as if the truck's going downhill.
He's going to beat Yannick's time.
Matter of fact, he did 34.50 seconds. Let's hear what he has to say.
How does it feel to be back?
Feels great. Hopefully, I'll say that again after the next 4 events. We'll see.
Yeah, we're far from done here today. Jesse Snadden is up next, one of the younger competitors.
He is, in fact, the youngest competitor, about 305 pounds. He's got the full complement of supporters here today, Paul.
Let's see how well he does.
This young man concentrates on his technique, incorporates Olympic lifting into his training. Very, very strong in the legs and hips. Look at him go here, Paul.
Yeah, short strides for him.
Beautiful, that's it. Got to keep his hips low, pulling well with the arms, taking small steps, keeping the truck moving once again. Now, Paul, excess body weight does come in handy here. The heavier you are,
As a matter of fact, it does.
the more you can use that body weight to keep the truck moving by falling forward.
He's moving the truck quite well here. Let's see what he does for time. He's got 40.21 seconds. Not bad at all.
That's right, but behind Steve Bushwalk. Now, look at him move here, using the arms well, taking small steps. He's up on his calves. Very, very hard on the calves here, but he's incredibly strong in the legs and hips.
Dominic Filiu, the big man, and I mean big man.
428 pounds he weighed in at today. He's the largest professional strength athlete in the world. Muscular, that is.
Left knee injured recently, Sam?
That was last year. He actually dislocated that knee in training, so he's kept it wrapped constantly. Look at him move. He is running with
He's jogging with the truck.
22.5 tons. Using really good technique here, keeping his hips low once again, pulling up the slack.
But the truck just rolls through the finish line at 30.50 seconds. Let's hear what Dominic says.
Can you tell us a little bit about your technique there?
Just keep the tension on the rope. Try to always keep the rope tight and pull as hard as I can and push with my legs.
Up next is Frankie Bono.
Frankie Bono, the Bulldog. Frankie has consistently surprised spectators with his ability to lift extremely heavy weights and move quickly with objects like the super yoke.
Also good with the showmanship, Frankie.
Frankie's incredibly strong in the power lifts, Paul. He's 5'8", about 265 pounds. Came in 6th at this contest last year, and he's consistently moved up the ranks.
Now, what kind of training is involved in this kind of event?
Basically, you've got to pull vehicles.
Okay, that's it?
Vehicles. You can pull a smaller vehicle up an incline. That makes up for the deficit in weight. Now, look at him go here.
Yeah.
Really pumping with the legs. He's a 700-pound squatter deadlifter.
Man.
He's incredibly strong, built like a fire plug, as I say, a bulldog. Look at him go here. Now, that stature of his 5'8", does work against him in a lot of events, but he's not suffering
Done
for
all right at 36.06 seconds. The old Frankie growl. Up next is Christian Savoie.
Christian Savoie is a big man from Windsor, Quebec. He's a butcher and a lumberjack. And he actually holds the Quebec record for the wheelbarrow.
With the wheelbarrow.
That's right, the wheelbarrow. He's very, very strong all over. Got a strong grip. His work is part of his training. He's about 6'4", 300 pounds.
Yeah, he's a big boy. Looks determined to make good time here.
Needs to keep himself a little bit lower, but he's pulling that truck well. It's still going well. It's speeding up. Very, very nice guy to speak to.
All right, let's see what he did for time here. 36.87. As we continue with the truck pull.
He's happy with that. You can see he's a little bit pigeon-toed. His toes are coming in there. That's a normal technique. A lot of guys will do that to get a better grip. They don't realize they're doing it.
Jessen Paulin.
The myth. Jessen Paulin is the defending Quebec strongest man. 3-time champion, in fact. He's a veteran truck puller.
Oh, man, look at the size of those biceps. Look at those arms.
Leaned out considerably in the last few months. He's known for the strength of his arms, lower back. He is very, very strong, and mentally he's very focused as well.
Any other members in his family that do the same kind of...
Actually, it's surprising. His parents are not large people.
You're kidding.
And I met one of his brothers, and no, Jessen got all the size in the family. Now, he actually went to Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, to represent Canada with Hugo Girard at the World's Strongest Man last year.
And let's see what Jessen's time is. 34.34 seconds. Let's see what he has to say.
When you heard about Dominic's time, what were you thinking when you're getting strapped into the truck?
I think it's going to be a pretty tough time to beat. So, I will do my best stroke pull ever. And I think it's one of my best I ever done on this event, so I'm pretty happy.
He's also out of breath. Dominic Filiu picks up the lead with 12 points at 30.50 seconds. He's followed by Jessen Paulin, Steve Bourgeois, Frankie Bono, Savoie, and Snadden is 6. Stay with us. We'll continue after the break on TSN.
At the Canadians last year, I herniated a couple of discs in my back, and I'm just kind of had an operation in February, and I'm still recovering from that. I haven't really had much time to event train or even core lift in the gym, so I'm just not really ready, but the season, of course, doesn't wait for anybody, so I'm just going to try and do my best.
Strongman Profile, a presentation of ProLab.
Yeah, I'm Steve Bourgeois. I'm from Montreal. 6'3", 330. I like sports that are tough and not the sports that are difficult and not everybody can do. I mean, I like, and this is a prime example of a sport where it's so tough that you'll see very few people competing in this. And it's a sport that I enjoy doing because it's really hard, and mentally you have to be strong to get through the training and especially in the competition. That's the first time I went. My best event is probably the fact that I don't have any really bad events. So everything is not great, but I don't have anything that I'm really bad at. Just try my best. That's what I can do. That's all I can do. Yeah, there's nothing normal about what we do, and I'm glad that the people think that it's kind of a crazy sport, and we're glad to do it. And if it entertains people, I'm happy. It entertains me every day.
Young and old, people love this kind of competition. As we continue, it's now time for the Atlas Stone Semi.
Another classic event. They have to lift 5 stones, increasing size onto 50-inch platforms in 75 seconds.
First up is Yannick Normandin.
The first stone is 242 pounds or 110 kilos, Paul.
Time factor again, Sammy?
75 seconds.
Let's see what Yannick can do.
264 pounds, very easily done. 308 is next. Wow, he's taking advantage of his strong lower back and legs here, Paul.
Are the Quebec strength athletes a little better at this than most other competitors?
I'd have to admit, yes. In general, Quebec is right now the strongest province in Canada. They're sending the top 4 competitors from this competition to the Canadian Championships.
All right, he's going for stone number 4 and now number 5.
386 pounds, a legendary 5th Atlas stone.
And once again, what is he doing?
He is playing with the tacky on his forearms. Tacky is a substance made of rosin and turpentine, extremely sticky, enables him to get more friction on the stone. You can see the technique here, bending over, round back lifting, pulling the stone to his thighs, then he must pull the stone.
And he calls it quits after 4 stones, 32.65 seconds for all 4. Here's a replay.
Watch the technique here. It requires a full extension there of the upper body, using the back and shoulders.
All right, let's see who's up next here. Oh, yeah, Dominic Filiu. I think he's going to score well.
Dominic Filiu, the Canadian Colossus, has wowed audiences all over with his tremendous size and strength. He's an up-and-comer that's sure to make a mark.
Stone number 1.
Look at that. That was 242 pounds.
That looked too easy.
264. Look at the size of his arms.
It's like paper mache here.
You could play a movie on his back. He's a very quiet young man. Trains very intensely. I still think he's got a lot of potential. Let's hear it for him, Paul.
All right, let's see what he can do. Come on. Oh, a little slip there.
Wow, now this is the 5th stone, 386 pounds. He's pulling the excess tacky off his biceps, putting them on his hands, give himself a little bit more adhesion to the stone.
Come on, here we go.
Pull it tight to his chest. Now extend up here. Pull it almost Another 3-4
man,
inches.
He dropped it. Oh, too bad. Does he still have time? Or that's it? That is it. 4 stones in 18.30 seconds.
Excellent time for 4 stones.
Christian Savoie is next.
Frame does help here, being 6'4", 300 pounds. Will help.
Good, just picked it up and just
toss it up
that's
there.
it.
Like a basketball.
Oh, you're going to be careful there. It rolls off.
Marc Lauzon making sure that the stone stays on top. Watch the technique here. He's got to pull it up to his thighs, sit back, pull it tight to his chest. This requires total body strength, including strength in the hands.
Oh, man.
Wobbles his way up to the platform, 50 inches high. Deposited well. He's got the.
Can he go for the 5th stone? Can he go?
Here's the Rolls Royce of stones.
Yes.
He wants to get that 5th stone up. Taking his time.
Yeah, he has plenty of that.
He's got 4 stones in good time. He's got to crack this off the ground.
Oh,
To his thigh.
oh.
He's making the tacky stickier, slapping the forearms there, giving you some little nibs on the tacky.
All right. Come on, come on.
And watch the technique here. He's got to crack that off the ground.
Oh, man, 386 pounds, and that is it. 4 stones within 28.62 seconds.
He's very happy. Now look at him here. He makes his way to the platform. Then he's going to engage full body extension, erectors, upper back, shoulders, legs, and going up on the toes, deposit the stone.
Next is Frankie Bono.
The Bulldog. Being a little shorter is a disadvantage here. Only 5'8". These are 50-inch platforms. 242 throws it up very easily.
Yep.
Now, in the past, Frankie's used very high-soled shoes to give him some extra height, but I don't think he's using them here. He wants better mobility. 3rd stone. This is a great feat of strength for a man of his stature. He's incredibly strong.
He doesn't seem to be struggling that much, to tell you the truth.
No, but it is more difficult when you're shorter to put those stones on the platform.
Absolutely.
Just ask Gary Taylor at the Worlds. Many, many years ago, had a lot of problems because of his height, and he was 6'1".
Then again, on certain other events, being too tall won't help you.
Exactly, exactly. And that's why Frankie, part of the reason why he's so good on the power lifts.
All right, Frankie, come on.
4th stone, 331 pounds. Look at that extension. Beautiful.
Yes.
That's impressive. That
He's
is
a
impressive.
happy man.
That was incredible there, getting that 4th stone up onto that 50-inch platform.
He's pumped now. He is definitely going for it.
And he's going for that 5th stone as well. That was truly impressive, Paul. Let me tell you.
All right, let's go.
You notice the belt he's wearing, increase intra-abdominal pressure?
Yep.
Take the pressure
Oh,
off.
that is it.
He
Is that
almost
it?
got it to his thighs. If he can just get it to his thighs.
That's it. That's it. Calls it quits after 4 stones, which he lifted in 49.70 seconds.
I think that might be the first time he got the 4th one.
Steve Bourgeois back in the competition.
Now, the stones are pretty tough on the lower back. Look at that. He just manhandles that stone.
Herniated disc, you were saying?
2 herniated discs. This guy, he was being modest. He couldn't even walk. After the injury, he was seriously hurting. It's taken him many, many, many months just to learn how to walk again.
Man.
He's going
No
for that
pain,
5th
no
stone.
gain
Now,
is what I've heard over the years.
He has done this 5th stone before. He's
He
a
has?
Army veteran. He has.
386 pounds. Let's see what the Chateauguay native can do.
Here he goes, Steve the model. Taking his time, tightening his belt. He knows he's got time left. He's willing to test out his back. You should see the scar on his back.
I would be careful. I would definitely reconsider. I think he's gonna, I don't know. Come on. No, yes, no. That's it. 19.75 seconds for 4 stones. Here's a replay.
Now watch him here. Full extension up, very hard on the erectors, upper back and shoulders, manages to hang onto the stone, uses his abdominals, deposits the stone. What were you thinking when you got to the 5th one, given your back injury?
I was thinking, man, this is heavy. But no, it didn't seem to bother me. I'm all right. And I saw with the way the guys are improving on the stones that I really had to rush with those 4. And that's what I did. And I'm happy with 19 seconds. But I know the myth will probably get all 5.
The myth.
Speaking of the myth, here he is.
Jason Paulet.
He is truly the master of the stones in Quebec. Now, he was the first man in the world to officially lift a number 5 Atlas stone in competition.
Look at this guy go. It's unbelievable.
3rd stone. He's not even breathing here. You know, he's just running. Watch this. 4th stone. Uses long arms and legs.
He could go bowling with this.
He just manhandled that fourth stone. Watch this, the fifth stone to his thighs. Look
I
at this
cannot believe this. Look at him go.
Oh, his fingers.
He's got it.
Beautiful
He's got it. Look at that. And
Amazing.
the time, 26.46 seconds for all 5 stones.
That is a world-class time. Better than world-class time. That's a world champion.
Unbelievable.
Now watch the extension here. Now look at his right hand. Ooh, with fingers. But he manages to extend again. That takes tremendous back strength.
You didn't even hesitate attacking that fifth stone.
Oh.
And then you got a little stuck with it, and then you extended your back and completed it.
Yeah, I didn't even take one breath before the fifth one. So that kind of got me on the pole. I rested on the wall, regrip, and all 5 again.
Again, let's hear it for him, ladies and gentlemen. Justin, the myth, Pauling.
I think it's safe to say he won the event, right? Yeah, absolutely. 26.46 seconds, picks him up 12 points. He's followed by Dominique Filiou. Steve Bourgeois is third. Then it's Savoie Normandin and Lemieux.
And after 2 events, Paulin and Filiou are tied for first place, followed closely by Steve the Model Bourgeois.
I'm Jesse Snadden, and you're watching the Canadian Strength Athlete Series on TSN. What else do you have to do? Watch us.
Yes, watch and learn. We'll continue after the break on TSN.
Frankie's power.
You're gonna need it. Next event number 3, is the deadlift hold.
The car deadlift hold. 650 pounds at the handles. The competitors are going 2 at a time facing each other. They have to hold the car as long as possible.
Let's begin. Frankie Bonneau versus Jean-Pierre Houle.
Now this is a static lift or isometric lift. Very hard on the focus and concentration. Look at these guys here. They're going, as Steve Bourgeois would say, to their happy place.
That's right, in the zone, my friend.
Now this is a true test of overall body strength. They have to stay stable, works all the stabilizers of the torso, trapezius muscles, shoulders, hips, legs, you name it, calves.
Look at Frankie's boots.
That's right.
He's
now,
getting a little leverage there.
I'm a little bit confused as to why he chose to wear the boots. It makes it harder to lift the car off the ground, but maybe he's getting some better stability, and it is within the rules.
It is.
It is within the rules.
Okay, let's see what... Oh! 39.42.
Now, Frankie's
still going, yeah.
There's a bit of a disadvantage to going first like this. You don't know what times you have to beat.
Oh, Frankie did all right.
Now, I'm sure you wore the boots there to get some better stability.
51.18 seconds.
He is so strong in the power lifts, he didn't have trouble lifting the car at all. Well, his time is a time to beat, Paul.
51.18. Next up, Steve Bourgeois
There's the model.
versus Christian Savoie.
So these guys are going in the zone right now, both of them. Approximately 6'3", 6'4". Steve Bourgeois a little heavier.
Concentration, a key factor here.
Now,
Hard on the traps as well. Eh? You can feel the
It feels
tension.
like your shoulders are being pulled out at the roots. Now, they're strapped to the bars. This is so that it's not so much a test of grip strength, but grip does figure here. If your strap comes loose, you're in serious trouble.
First time, 35.25. Steve still going.
Steve's particularly good at this. He's mentally very strong. No
I
major
cannot
weaknesses.
believe with such a serious injury, this man can compete again.
Well, that's testament to his fortitude. Let me tell you that. He enjoys strongman. He loves strongman. He is a strongman.
Yeah.
And an excellent one at that. Real technician here. He's hardly moving. Notice he's planted, solid as a tree.
He's not even shaking. Come on, Steve.
Now, he's got a
He's
big
going to
job.
beat the minute, big time. Yep, I'm sure he will. Look at this. Judges will provide us with the correct time, 76.72 seconds. The best so far.
You mentioned that you went to your happy place during this event. Did your happy place change at all?
Yeah, there was nothing happy about that. I don't know. I just couldn't breathe at the end there. I was just about to pass out, so I should have probably hung on a little bit longer, but what are you going to do?
Well, he did very well. 76.72 seconds, the time to beat. Up next are Dominique Berube and Roberto Saint-Pierre.
Roberto Saint-Pierre is a bench press world record holder.
Is he?
Pressing 551 pounds, 198-pound body weight. Berube, extremely strong. He's a plumber from Laval, about 290 pounds, 6'2". Haven't seen much of Dominique Berube in the regional scene. Roberto made his debut last year at this contest. He's been training really, really hard for strongman.
Well, maybe they started after seeing last year's series on TSN.
Quite possible.
You never know.
But with arms like those of Berube, I know he's been training for a long time. Look at them go here, Paul.
Yep.
Crowd's cheering them on.
One down at 42.06 seconds.
Now, Roberto's not a big man in this contest, only 250 pounds. Hanging on really, really well.
50.14 seconds for Roberto.
You should be proud of that.
Yeah.
Very well-spoken man.
Okay, we continue. Now, it's Jesse Snadden versus Stéphane Boucher.
Stéphane Boucher just coming off his great victory at the Macamic Championship. Jesse Snadden does train with Hugo Girard. I like this young man. He's really intelligent. He really thinks through his training. Stéphane took a 2-year layoff, making his comeback last year at this contest. He's gained about 15 pounds since last year. Looks really good.
What was Hugo Girard's performance like on this kind of event?
We'll see at the Canadian.
Okay. We'll have to wait a little bit. 40.76 seconds, the first time out.
Stéphane's going very well here. He's about 6'2". He's lean, really lean.
And it's 47.75 seconds. Still the time to beat is Steve Bourgeois' performance.
Here in the replay, you can see just striving so hard to hang on. Very good position, slight backward lean. That's the way to hold the car, Paul.
Okay, Yannick Normandin is going against Patrick Lemieux.
Patrick Lemieux, with a powerlifting background, known for his incredible feats of grip strength. He's the first Quebecer to officially close the #3 Captains and Crush Silver Crush Gripper, which takes over 280 pounds of force to shut with one hand. Yannick Normandin, a powerlifting champion, national champion. He's going to be really stable in the hips and legs here in lower back. Notice the stance of Patrick Lemieux, slightly wider. He chooses that stance to ground himself better.
Oh, you can feel the pain. 40.37 seconds. He had that look.
Cheering on Yannick.
Yeah.
You see the traps stretching, their shoulders being pulled down. Remember, that's 650 pounds at the bars.
Unbelievable. Come on, he's going for the time here. He's going... Oh, for a second there, I almost thought he could have beat Steve, but 61.09 seconds. I believe it's the second best time so far.
Yannick is saying here that basically it's like a deadlift to get the lift moving, and then it's a mental battle. You're fighting yourself. You have to fight the mental war, and it's an extremely difficult lift because it takes all your energy out of you.
All right, the big boys, Dominique Filiou, 400 and what?
28 pounds and rising.
Man, he's going head-to-head against Jason Paulin.
Now, these guys have competed against each other numerous times.
This would be the big round. Let's see if one of them can beat Steve Bourgeois' time. He was well over 70 seconds, let's not forget.
Now look at the mass difference here. On your right, Jessen is 310 pounds, 6'3".
He is a little leaner than last year, we have to admit.
He's got a lot more lean muscle mass on him, but look at the size of Filiou.
Unreal.
They're hanging on well, both of them in the zone right now. The trick here is to remain immobile. Don't shift around. Got to keep your feet flat, slight backwards lean. Keep your shoulders up when you can. Try not to let them sag. As soon as you let the spine sag, ooh, you're in trouble.
It looks like he's leaning on the car.
Now remember, these two guys are tied for first place.
Yep, matter of fact, yes.
Notice
they're going to beat, they will beat Steve Bourgeois' time. Jessen struggling just a little bit. He's trying. Oh, you can feel the pressure, and Dominic in the zone.
Dominic hardly moving at all. Jessen takes a quick look over at Dominic. Still hanging on.
Yeah, he's shaking. That's it. 80.03 seconds for Jessen Paulin. And Dominic Filiou follows at 85.04, the best time of the event.
Head-to-head, then, what were you thinking going up against each other? Dominic?
Never won against Jason. He's got a superhuman grip. And I just gave him my best. At the end, I thought that my shoulder was gonna rip off my body.
I was ready to go over 1 minute, but I dropped it before him, so but there's still 2 events left, so we'll see what happens.
All right, Dominic Filiou picks up this event, 85.04 seconds, picks up 12 points. He's followed by Jessen Paulin, close behind at 11 points. Steve Bourgeois, Normandin, Bono, and Saint-Pierre.
After 3 events, the Canadian Colossus Dominic Filiou moves ahead of the champion by 1 point. Paulin is in second, 34. Bourgeois in third.
Stay tuned, because I'm bigger than you.
And Scary will continue on TSN after this break.
Man, I'm faster than most of the competitors because I'm younger. I'm in shape, I'm strong, and I'm ready this year to go to Canada's Strongest Man.
Crowd ready for the next event. But first, Strongman Chronicle. Strongman Chronicle, a presentation of North American van lines. Strongman Chronicle with Eric Murray, Strongman historian.
Canada has a long and rich history in strength, and Quebec in particular has been called the cradle of strongmen. In this series, we will profile a few of our most outstanding strongmen.
Camera, action!
He was called the King of Strength and recognized as one of the strongest men in Canada. In Quebec, he was a folk hero. Victor de la Mare was born on September 24, 1888, in Iberville, near Lac Saint-Jean, Quebec. At 5 feet 8 inches and 155 pounds, he could scale a ladder, pulling a 1,000-pound horse up behind him. De la Mare supported a bridge on his chest, over which a car was driven. The total weight held was 4,500 pounds. Victor could lift a 201-pound barbell from the floor with 1 finger, and he was able to bend quarters and 50-cent pieces with his massive hands. But his most impressive feat of strength was a left-arm bent press of an incredible 309.5 pounds. The one-time Montreal policeman's body was like iron to the touch, and he was renowned for his muscularity. On March 13th, 1955, de la Mare died and became one of Canada's strength legends.
All right, they want more. We will give them more. Next up is the shield walk, Sammy.
Competitors have to walk with a 385-pound shield made of metal for as long as possible, as far as possible.
All right, first up is Jean-Pierre Houle.
Notice the grip here. This is known as the Zerker position, where they have to support by the handles using the crooks of their arms. Very difficult, very tough on the biceps.
Oh, man.
Now, it's 30 meters from line to line, and they have to walk as far as possible in, well, as long as they can.
No time factor involved here.
None.
Let's set some timing records. Come on.
He's moving very well here. Now, the difficulty is in breathing, supporting it, keeping it up there. You see the shape is very awkward. Very, very difficult to hold the shield that way, Paul.
Oh, he's starting to struggle just a little bit. Grip is slipping.
Remember, this is almost double his body weight.
Unbelievable. Well done, 47.11 meters. All right, second competitor, Jessen Paulin.
The myth has been a fixture on the Canadian strength athletic scene for years. He's very successfully represented Canada at the World's Strongest Man competition.
If there's someone who can establish a new record today on this event, would be... Oh, well, what was this?
He chose to put his hands low so he could hang on to it longer, and his grip slipped.
That is not going to help at all.
He's hanging on by pure bicep strength
he's
now.
going to drop it. He will drop it.
He's running, though. He's still going to make some good distance here. Good technique, turning around. There we go. Look at that.
He dropped it.
You know what?
32.97 meters.
Paul, that was a good gamble, though, hanging on low like that. You know, sometimes you take a chance and it doesn't pay off.
All right, Dominic Filiu.
He's big enough to clasp his hands. Now, notice he's very large, so breathing will be a problem here. He's moving quite well.
Oh, this looks like a cakewalk for him. Look at him.
He's leaning back there. He's going to be feeling it in the quads pretty soon, despite his size. If he can just hang on, keep his grip, he should be okay. Oh, he's feeling it now.
Yep. Oh.
Got to extend back.
Man. 34.68 meters. I would have expected a better performance.
Nevertheless, that was good performance. You can see as soon as he lost his fingertip grip, that was it.
Yep. All right, as we continue, it is Frankie Bono's turn.
The Bulldog. Notice now with shorter arms, he can only hang on by 2 fingers. Look at his grip, moving very fast.
Yeah, but he's moving fast indeed, yes.
That's the strategy here. He can't hang on forever, so he's moving as fast as possible. This is his strength, the ability to move with heavy, heavy weight.
Doing quite well here, Frankie.
This is like a sissy walk. I named after Sisyphus. I'm serious, Sisyphus.
45.45 meters, I believe that's the best distance within time. Steve Bourgeois.
Now look at the grip there. Oh! Now that's
same mistake, right?
Well, I wouldn't call it a mistake. It's more of a gamble there, trying to hang on. And sometimes it pays off. Look at him go, though, using a lot of bicep strength there. Very methodical is Steve Bourgeois.
Oh, you never know. Seems to be okay.
Well, keeping an isometric contraction of the biceps with near 400 pounds.
And I can't believe, after such a serious injury, he can still compete and do so well.
Well, he's still, oh, look at that.
That's not bad at all, 38.78 meters.
He expected better.
Yeah, he's a little disappointed.
Take a look here. You can see the implement slowly slipping, and finally his biceps give out.
All right. Let's see what Stéphane Boucher can do.
Stéphane's moving well here. He's one of the lighter competitors. See the grip once again? He's got his elbows fastened very, very tight to the shield. He's also moving well. Usually the lighter guys move a little quicker, but not always.
Maybe it's a difference in the step, in the pace.
He's practically jogging with that weight there. 400 pounds. He's very, very lean, very athletic.
I think he's going to do very good.
Yes, Paul, very well.
Let's go. Let's go.
Using the power belt. Now, they can't support the shield with the belt or any other piece of equipment.
Oh, but he is doing much better than I thought. Look at this.
And choosing to put it down.
Let's see the distance. 61.90 meters. Best distance so far.
He's very, very happy. Excellent performance.
Yep. And last but not least, it's Jesse Snadden.
He has some great expectations here, and so do his fans. He loves the shield walk. He's got very, very strong legs and hips, leaning back well. Got a good grip. Notice how he secured his left hand in his right.
Over 60 meters is the distance to beat.
Considering he's only 20 years old, he's got a long career ahead of him. The average age of the world-class competitor is mid-30s. The few exceptions, but these guys can go on and compete into their 40s very easily.
He did all right. Very good. 52.82 meters. I believe it's one of the 3 best.
You came in first and second in this event. Jesse, at 20 years of age, you have your supporters over here. Did you think that you were going to take this event?
I was pretty sure I was going to be one of the top, but I did know that if there was going to be one person who was going to beat me in this event, it was Stéphane. I was sure of it.
Stéphane Boucher picks up the event and the 12 points. He's first, followed by Snadden with 11 points. Oud with 10. Bono, Bourgeois, and Savoie follow.
And after 4 events, Dominic Filiou still in the lead by 1 point. But Steve Bourgeois has moved into second. It's absolutely amazing. And the defending champ, the Myth, is in third.
Don't touch that dial. The North American Van Lines Canadian Strength Athlete Series continues on TSN after this.
About the weights, I seem to think that we should do some tests and get a scale out here for Dominic because it looks much lighter for him. Every event that he does, it doesn't seem to be the same weights. I don't know. Maybe that's just me.
Just your imagination, Steve. Up next is the Medley Sam.
25-foot farmer's walk with 265 pounds a hand, 1 200-pound barrel, 1 200-pound sandbag.
Grueling, but fast. Christian Savoie is up against Jesse Snadden. All right, they're moving fast here. Pick up the barrels. They have to put them flat, right?
That's right, perfectly upright, Paul.
And the sandbags.
Very, very difficult to grip.
He's done. He is done. Jesse's time is 23.12. Not enough to beat Christian, 17.58 seconds. Up next, Dominique Bérubé up against Jean-Pierre Houle.
Now remember, that's 530 combined weight. They're going to run with this for 25 feet.
Oh, man. Don't lose the grip. Don't lose the grip.
Well put. It's an incredible test of grip and overall body strength.
Barrel must be put flat on the surface.
And the referees will make sure that happens.
And the sandbags. Move it.
Pounds.
Move it.
Good move by Houle.
I wonder if the military trained for this. 19.70 seconds is the best time of the two, 21.90. Now it's Yannick Normandin versus
Stéphane Boucher.
Yep.
Stéphane, real speedster here.
Yeah, no kidding. Look at him go.
200 pounds of barrel. Difficult handholds. And I'll tell you, it's really, really hard to lift a heavy sandbag, Paul. Well done.
Dead weight. And Stéphane's got the best time of the two, 17.53 seconds.
Now
compared to 21.34, yes.
The top 4 in this contest get to go to the Canadians, and the top 3 guys are separated by only 1 point each. Here on the replay, we can see the fast foot movement of Stéphane Boucher versus Yannick Normandin, Canadian powerlifting champion.
It's going to be tight. It's going to be a tight race. Frankie Bono is going up against Jessen Paulin.
Now, this is for the championship here, remember. These guys aren't separated by a lot of points. Look at them go. Oh, almost a stumble there. Look at him go.
This is so close, so close. Come on, Jessen. Oh, Frankie picks up the win.
Frankie beat Jessen.
Yeah, Frankie beat Jessen by a few hundredths of a second, maybe a couple of seconds. 16.89 is his best time.
Wow, look at the explosion of these guys, too.
Oh, man.
Wow, Frankie is happy with his performance. Take a look here on the replay. Frankie just scooping up that 200-pound sandbag. Jessen having a little trouble there, gripping it up. Should have grabbed it in the middle. Very, very difficult to load these.
And the grand finale.
Steve is in a position to take this contest. What a comeback.
Steve Bourgeois against Dominic Filiou.
1 point apart for the Quebec Strongest Man title.
This is it. Let's go.
Oh, look at them go here. They're neck and neck.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be,
well.
oh, man, it's going to be tight. Look at that.
Oh, boy, they are really, really tight. All Steve needs to do is finish just ahead of Dominic, and he will take the title.
Come on.
Look at this. Oh,
man. Unfortunate. Dominic Filiou got the best time, 17.05 seconds.
That
Steve.
cost Steve about 5 seconds
22.33. Here's a replay.
Now look at this here. They're neck and neck, but Steve just a few steps ahead. Look at this.
He would have picked up the lead, and he
stumbles chest first into the stage.
Guys, that was an extraordinary performance. Steve, that little stumble there at the end. You want to talk about it?
What can I say? I think that cost me the title, and tried a little too hard, a little overexcited. See what happens.
I feel sorry for Steve. Frankie Bono picks up the best time on this event, therefore gets the 12 points, followed by Filiou, Boucher, Savoie, Paulin, and Houle. Don't go anywhere. We'll have the final standings in the North American Van Lines Canadian Strength Athlete Series on TSN after this.
for the other guys, I have a message: just keep on pushing weight and don't stop. And if I don't win this year, the next year, and if it's not next year, the year after, I won't quit.
Needn't you worry, Dominic. You won with a full 5-point lead. With 50 points, Justin Paulin follows with Bono, Bourgeois, Boucher, and Savoie.
Now remember, the top four gets to go to the Canadians, and Bourgeois gets to go.
And Normandin is number 7, followed by Snadden, Hull, Bérubé, Saint-Pierre, and Lemieux. Let's go see Sammy and the winners.
Steve, I think you should be really proud of yourself. Coming back from that serious back injury, you almost took it all today.
Yeah, I'm just mostly disappointed that Frankie beat me for the first time. And I took the advice of Dominic, who said, just whatever you do, run as fast as you can. And I kind of ran too fast. So, no, I mean, all things considering, you can't make any mistakes in this caliber of competition, especially in Quebec, where it's top-notch, like Justin said. So we'll see what we can do with the Canadians.
How do you feel, then, about going to the Canadians as Quebec's strongest man?
I feel really good about it, but I know it's going to put a lot of pressure on me. But, you know, I'll train hard like I did before this contest to prepare myself, and I'll do my best, the Canadians.
If you want to know more about the Strength Athlete Series, visit fcaf.ca. And here is the new champ. On behalf of Sam Dubé, I'm Paul Borgard. Thanks for watching the North American Van Lines Canadian Strength Athlete Series on TSN. We'll catch you next time.